Hello everyone, it's Karlee and welcome here back to my channel. Now I have a puppy in my videos. Oh, good boy. He's my little shadow, follows me everywhere. That's Cooper. Now you're staring at his backside, but if you haven't watched the vlogs where we have him, when we got him, I will link them down below. Anyway, I wanted to share my updated skincare routine with you guys because it's been a while and things have changed, and honestly, I have been enjoying my skin so much more now. It just makes me so happy. I feel like for the last, I don't know, I guess for like the last 3, maybe 4 years, my skin has just always been a little bit of like a soft spot for me. I know by some means it hasn't been like horrible, but it hasn't been as great as it is now in terms of like the clearness of it and just the texture and all of that. I will say I still have like the occasional breakout here and there, but for the most part I've just felt so much more happy and confident in my skin, and I feel like the products and the things that I'm going to share with you today have helped me. Just keep in mind, these are things that have helped me. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to help you. I feel like that is the biggest thing about YouTube or influencers or anybody that is recommending products to you. You have to just give it a try and know that sometimes it's not going to work, and honestly you just need to find what's right for you, and sometimes it does take a bit of trying everywhere and sometimes taking away things. You guys will see my skincare routine is very minimal, very easy, and that has been a huge help for me. So I'm sure I've blabbed on enough by now. Let's hop into the video, give it a thumbs up if you're excited about it, and let's get started. Okay, so I just showered for the day. So in the shower, I like to do just a quick, gentle cleanser, and as you guys can tell, because it's upside down because I've used every ounce of it, this is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. And I absolutely love this cleanser. I have had it on and off for a few years. Not this exact one, but I've purchased it on and off for a few years, and I love it. It's super gentle, and that is what I love in a morning cleanser and even in a nighttime one. That is the biggest thing that I've changed. I used to have a morning cleanser and a nighttime cleanser, and I think it was just too much for my skin. So once I finished my nighttime cleanser, I just didn't repurchase another one, and I've just been using one cleanser for any time of the day, and I think that that has been huge on my skin. I don't know why I thought I had to use 2 different cleansers, but honestly simplifying it to just one has helped a ton. So this has been my new favorite. I will continue to repurchase it because it's just a good staple, a good basic cleanser. So I will have everything linked down below if you guys want to shop anything for yourself. I will mention that some of these products are affiliate links, and that is just a way for brands to kind of say a thank you to me for steering you guys in the direction of their products, but it doesn't change anything on your end, and there's never any pressure to shop. I just thought I would mention that below. So that is kind of the first step in my skincare routine. Then what I like to do is go in with a serum, and this is the Live Better Non-GMO Vitamin E Oil, and I am obsessed with this. So this was kindly gifted to me from CVS. They are kind enough to send me some like beauty boxes, and whenever there's skincare in there, I keep what I want to, and then the rest I either donate or give to a friend or a family member. And I was gonna give this away, the vitamin E oil, because I figured I didn't really need it. You guys know I love the Naturium oils and acids that they have, which, spoiler alert, I did stop using, and I think my skin loves it, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I didn't think I needed anything else, but summer is coming along, and you guys know how I feel about a nice oiled up skin, so I was like, maybe I'll keep this around and see. And I started doing some research about vitamin E oil and how it's great for your skin and just the overall appearance of your skin, and so I thought, okay, maybe I'll like use it here and there, and then I started using it every single day. So I use it every morning. I don't know if you can see, probably won't be able to see because this bottle's a little bit tricky, but it's probably to like right there. So I use it every single morning, and I love it. But I'm just putting a couple of pumps on my skin, and like I said, vitamin E oil is really great for like reducing inflammation in your skin. Sorry, he makes me laugh every time. He's like grunting, if you can hear him. And just an overall complexion, and I swear to you, it has been helping my dark spots. So I have like on my cheeks just like normal markings from past breakouts and all of that, and I haven't ever done anything like clinical or chemical or anything like that, but honestly, this vitamin E oil has been insanely beneficial to me in lightening up these marks. And I also will say, as you guys probably know, I'm sure you guys are over me talking about it, but I am on this 75 hard, like, mental fitness, health, whatever challenge. And part of that is drinking a gallon of water. And I'm on day like 25. So for 25 days, I've been drinking a gallon of water every single day. And I feel like people always tell you water will help your skin, and I just don't think I was ever drinking enough water. So I'm not quite sure if it's the oil that is insanely helping, or it's the water, or it's the combo of the two. But I will say adding this into my skin has helped a ton. Even Sebastian has said, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and he will say like, your skin just looks so much brighter and healthier, and I'm obsessed with it. So anyway, I think it might be the water. I think it might also be this. It just feels so nice. As you guys can tell, it's an oil consistency, so it does take a little bit of time for it to like seep into the skin. But I just sit here for a bit. I usually drink my coffee in the morning. I'm usually like talking to Sebastian or something. But yeah, I'll let it sit for a little bit, and it just feels so nice on my skin. It's just very nourishing. I love it. So I just went to quickly wash my hands because they get a little bit like sticky and oily, and I just saw my hair, and I'm telling you guys, I have been trying so hard to use the little clips that everyone is loving off of Amazon, and I don't know if it's just me. I mean, I barely did my hair for this video, but I cannot figure out these clips. So anyway, please ignore. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this is going to be a day to night skincare routine. So we will come back together tonight to take off all my makeup and get my skin prepped for bedtime. I don't think I mentioned that. Moving on. So now that our oil is like into our skin and all of that, I'm gonna go up with my moisturizer. And I know I mentioned that I used to use a ton of serums and like topical acids from Naturium, which again, it was just one of those things when I ran out of my vitamin C serum, and they have like this topical acid that I really love. When I used all of that up, all I had was the vitamin E oil, and at that time I was seeing that it was like working really well for my skin, so I was like, maybe I won't repurchase just for a bit to see how the vitamin E goes on by itself. And from there I started to see that it worked way better all by itself rather than using it mixed in with some of my serums. So I just didn't repurchase anything, and honestly I feel okay about it. I do still love Naturium, and I think there are like times in your life when you need like a good vitamin C and a good acid, but I think for me what I really needed was to just like lighten up some of the marks on my skin. And so I think I'm going to continue on with the vitamin E, but that doesn't mean that I won't use other products in the future. I just think right now I need a simple skincare routine, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So that to say, my favorite moisturizer is still the Naturium Niacinamide Gel Cream 5%. This stuff is so good. I will say I only have one cleanser for daytime and nighttime, but I do have 2 moisturizers. I think I did 3. So this one I really like because it's very like a gel consistency. It's very lightweight. So in the mornings I love to have that on my skin. So I'm just gonna throw it on, and this feels so cooling. I love it, and I feel like it just looks really nice during the day because it gives me a little bit of a glow. I don't know if it's because it's sitting on top of the oil, but it's just like a nice moisturizer. So that is the moisturizer on. Ugh. I will say I did I don't know why, I was just feeling like, do I need to use a retinol tonight? So a couple nights ago I used a retinol that I used to use, and I woke up with a spot and just like all these other little breakouts. So I think I needed that reminder to just keep things simple. I think I watched like a skincare routine, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to use retinol, and then my skin was like, no you don't. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. But again, I think it's important, even though I'm trying to like clear out my markings on my skin, it's totally fine to have marks, and it's totally fine to have breakouts. And I think that's just like, when it comes to skin, it's just so personal, and it's just up to you however you want to feel. But I don't think that we walk around being like, oh my gosh, she has like 2 little marks on her face, and oh my, you know, I've never felt that way around other people. It's just all about how you feel about yourself. And for me, I just really wanted to find some way to just clear up my skin a little bit more, and I'm just finally in a good place. So anyway, hopefully this video is helpful and you can find something that works works for you. And maybe you should drink a gallon of water. I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but I love it now. I just like sip my water and I'm like, I'm gonna wake up so glowy in the morning, and I'm so thankful for it. Anyway, moving along to protecting our skin. It is springtime. It is springtime here in Utah. Even though yesterday was wet and rainy, today is wet and rainy, and tomorrow is supposed to be wet and rainy, but it's springtime. And even in the winter, I use sunscreen, but especially in the warmer months, you need a good sunscreen. So I just went on Sephora because I needed a new one, and I just figured I would see what one of their best sellers was. And this came up on the list. I have used the, what's it called? Supergoop. I've used the Supergoop sunscreens, which I do really like, but I wanted to try something new. So this is the, oh gosh, Innisfree? I literally do not even know. Daily UV sunscreen. It is only SPF 36, which is a little bit annoying, but the foundation that I use also has SPF, so I feel like it's kind of okay. And I like this one because it's very lightweight. It is invisible. As you can see, it goes on like white, but it will completely fade away, at least for me. And it smells good. It smells like a sunscreen. It doesn't have like a weird funky smell, but it doesn't smell amazing. And it gives you a nice little glow, which I think is like even better. I don't want my skin to feel like dull and yucky with a sunscreen on. So it's just nice that I found one that works well. And yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, sometimes sunscreens can make your skin like break out in a weird way. This one hasn't. I've had it for probably 3 weeks now, and I like it. Again, as you can see, it hasn't really changed my skin tone at all, and it gives me a nice little healthy glow, which I love. So again, this is the Innisfree. I literally don't know, but I love it. Okay, after that is still a product that I continue to buy, even though people always say these don't do anything, but they do something for my soul, and I don't know if I can never not buy it. And it's like a couple bucks. I just love you. So I love to spray the Mario Badescu. This is the cucumber and aloe green tea spray. And again, I don't know, it just like feels like the end of my skincare step, you know? I just love it. Yes, does it go on my arms? Yes, but does it kind of feel good? Yes. Is it on my carpet? Probably, but I will never give it up. And then lastly, I love to moisturize my lips. This is probably the first time in probably years that I've done a skincare video without my beloved Glossier. Bomb.com, because I have found a new little baby in my life, and I try to tell myself that I don't love it more than Glossier, but I think that's a lie. So this is from Bath & Body Works, and it is the My Favorite Night Balm 8-Hour Recovery Chapstick. I don't know why that was a mouthful. It is, this little guy is $7.50. Okay, so he is pricey, but he is worth it. I'm telling you, oh my gosh, there is nothing. Sometimes I think I have an addiction. Like, I could do this for 20 minutes. Anybody else? Oh my gosh, it feels so good to put it on my skin. So this is my new favorite chapstick. I put it on at night. I put it on in the morning. I will say I still have some Glossier Bomb.coms floating around my house that I still love, but this just like makes me feel, I feel like I don't have enough. It's just so moisturizing. It smells great. It tastes great. It's just perfect on my lips. So that is my new favorite. I love it so much. And honestly, that is my morning skincare routine. So like I said, pretty easy, pretty simple. And I've just been feeling really confident and really happy, and I'm thankful. So that is everything for the daytime. I will see you guys right back here when it's nighttime, and we'll take off all of our makeup and I'll show you my nighttime skincare routine. Hello you guys, it is a few days later, but it's still the evening time, so I figured I would show my nighttime skincare routine. As you can probably tell from my eyes, I just barely went and did this just because I figured we could talk through the products instead of being in my bathroom and like washing the, it was just too much. So I figured once I did everything, then I would come back in front of the camera and talk to you guys about the products I use. So let's dive into it. I love to use a double cleanse when I am getting ready for nighttime. It is just the best way to take off your makeup because it's just, it's the best. So what I love to do for my first cleanse is I love to use a balm consistency. That is my personal favorite, to just really like break up all my makeup, get it ready to be cleansed after that. So I love using this is actually pretty new for me, but I have been loving it. And this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. And I'm telling you guys, this is only a couple dollars from e.l.f. and I love it. I feel like makeup balms are really fun and easy to try because for the most part, you don't really get too big of a reaction on your face because you are washing it off, so it doesn't stay on for too long. So I really love this one. It's a great affordable dupe. I have like an obsession with trying all different types of cleansing balms, and I've really been loving that. So once that's off, that's my first cleanse. Then I'll get my face wet once again, and then I'll go in with a cleanser. Now at the beginning of this video, I talked about how I use the same cleanser day to night, which has really just helped simplify everything for me, which I really needed and love. But I ran out of the Milky Jelly cleanser, so I talked about this cleanser in I think my last vlog, and this is the Pacifica Wake Up Beautiful Dream Jelly Face Wash, and this is amazing. I'm not sure which one is cheaper, but I feel like this is the perfect dupe for the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. If that one is cheaper, then I would go with the Glossier, but I haven't had a chance to look it up, and sometimes I don't love that I have to buy it online. I just like want things now. Sorry, the light is changing so much, so we're gonna have to speed it up, but whichever one's cheaper, I would get it, but this is a perfect dupe. My skin has just been loving it. I love that jelly consistency right now. I feel like a lot of brands are introducing that, and I love it. So this is my new favorite. I'll have both of them linked down below because I do love both of them. Then for my moisturizer, so my moisturizer is the one product that I have a nighttime and a daytime, just because I need something thicker for nighttime, but I don't want something super thick for the day. So for nighttime, I have just been loving this line from e.l.f. if you can't tell, but it is the Holy Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex, and I love hyaluronic acid for my skin. It's just like one of my favorite ingredients, and again, this one is super affordable at the drugstore, and I feel like if you've been sleeping on e.l.f., get on it because they're coming out with some amazing stuff, and it's really affordable, fun to try, works really well on my skin, feels so nice. So yeah, I've been loving that. And then that is it. I don't use a nighttime serum. I don't do any like correcting. I was trying to use retinol, but then it was like being weird with my skin. So I have just stripped back on so much product and all of this stuff, and sometimes sometimes less is more, and for me, that has just been how it is right now, and I'm really enjoying it. But I will say I still use my beloved sprays. So this one is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender, and it is just like, it has become a part of my life so much that when I spray it, it's like, it's bedtime. Like, it's so crazy. So I'm gonna spray one more, even though I'm already so tired. It just like gets me ready for bedtime, so I love it so much. I will probably never stop using these. I guess never say never, but I just love it. So, and then lastly, because this is an every night type of thing as well, my new favorite chapstick from Bath & Body Works. Why was I gonna put it on my finger? It's just the best. So, as you can tell, it's the end of the day, and I feel like you can see that I'm exhausted, so I'm going to take myself to bed. As the sun is setting, I am just like ready for it. I'm gonna have a healthy coconut sugar applesauce type of cookie. I don't know, it's a new thing, but it's like satisfying my cravings for sweets. So I'm gonna go do that, tuck into bed, and yeah, I will have everything linked down below. I hope that you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you guys are new, I would love to have you here for the next video. So subscribe, hit that button, and I will see you guys right back here really soon. Bye.